What's up guys, I'm Chris Doughty, aka Doughtinator. Welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to discuss Brands Hatch, the dangers of the track, where you will most likely make mistakes and how to try and avoid those mistakes, more specifically with regard to race. So it'll be with race fuel, with racing medium tyres, and tyre wear is enabled. This race tyre wear is very high. Turn 1 is really dangerous. You need a wide entry, but do not put two wheels on the grass on the corner entry, else you'll be sucked off the track and it'll be a huge mistake. You will lose a lot of time here. Rolling through the corner now, try and get a clip. Try not to carry too much speed because the exit is also very dangerous. You can use the exit curb, but don't get too greedy. Certainly as the race goes on, the tyres will wear more. You'll start to drift wider and wider. You will make a mistake here if you're not careful. The next corner we're going to talk about is this slow speed hairpin. You will start to have problems with the car slowing down, certainly as the tyres wear. You'll also want to get to the apex of the corner. Using this curbstone here, it will help to rotate the car, but it will make the car over rotate as you get on the throttle exiting this corner. So if you are using the corner, the curb for rotation, be careful not to over rotate as you start to exit the corner. And then we're going to get down the hill now. Difficult braking zone here. You want to be braking at a bit of a curve. You can run wide here. A lot of curb can be taken on the exit, but this is about the maximum curb you want to take on the exit. If not, you'll dip two wheels on the outside and you quite quickly fire the car to the left hand side of the track in a spin, and that's going to cost you a whole lot of time. So be very cautious of that. There's probably some track limits issues as well. This braking zone is very difficult. You will need to be turning as you're braking right to the apex of this corner. Don't be too wide, clipping two wheels on the outside while you're braking. You'll get sucked off, you'll lose a whole lot of time. You'll just exit straight to the right hand side of the track. You want to try and brush the apex. We just about miss it. Corner exit is very difficult here as well. Going much wider than we are right now will get you in the dirt. You most likely will loop out on the throttle. That's never going to help anybody. Corner exit here is very important because you've got a long straight after it. Getting a good exit is very important. You're going to carry the speed all the way down the straight. And these next sequence of corners, a lot of right-handers, I like to just rev out the car and only drop one gear. Exiting this corner here is very difficult. You've not got much exit curb. You don't want to run wide there. The next corner here, again, exit curbs, always dangerous. This is about the maximum you want to take. Any more, you're going to be in the gravel and you're going to get sucked off the outside of the track. Nobody wants that. This next corner here, one of the most difficult corners, corner entry, don't run wide. Again, you can get on the grass, and this final exit here, just right here now, running too wide onto the outside grass is going to result in a massive crash. You're going to lose about 10 seconds worth of race time there. That whole sequence of right-hand corners is the most dangerous section of the track. Mistakes there, they just fire off the track so far. It's going to cost you a huge amount of time in the race. As the race goes on, your tyres will wear, you will be wider on your corner exits. The mistakes are so easy to make. Add that to the fact that you could be in dirty air from cars ahead. That's going to reduce the amount of front-end grip your car has. And then hitting those outsides of the corners on corner exit, it's just mistakes waiting to happen. Be very mindful of that in the races, and you'll gain a lot of positions from people making those mistakes we've just been discussing. This next corner, brake early for this one. Again, corner exits on this track, always about corner exits. Don't be running too wide. It's the one thing I've learned from trying to be good at this track, and I'm not really quite good at this track yet. But corner exits is where I make all of my mistakes. Again here, we're not close to it, but it's very easy just to touch a wheel on that gravel and you get sucked off the outside. Huge mistakes are possible everywhere on this track, mostly on corner exits. I'm going to run through that exact same lap again, but we're going to do it with no pauses. I'm going to try and run you through why I do stuff, why I use certain gears for the corners. So down the straight here, you want a wide entrance, but be careful of the outside. I go down 2 gears and I just flow to the apex. Once I'm down the hill, I get on the throttle. Here, this corner ahead, I brake early and get it to the apex and make my final downshift to first gear, watching the car's rotation and exit out of here as quickly as I can. Getting on the brakes a little bit, just down to second gear, clipping the apex. You can run wide here, but be very careful on corner exit. This next corner ahead, very difficult. You've got to get on the brakes, never really full brakes. Look at the brake trace, and then just be patient on the throttle to get yourself a good exit down the straight. Now, in the race, I think you want to be using -1 for brake bias. The rear tyres can get a bit of abuse. Here I like to rev the car out, down only 1 gear to flow through here, and then coming out this corner again, revving the car out, down 1 gear to 3rd gear for this one. I like to minimize the amount of gear changes we do, so I rev the car out a lot more between these corners. Again, flowing through here in 3rd gear on the brakes into this one, down to 2nd gear here. Corner exits not too bad on this one. Just be careful running wide all the time. Corner exits are your enemy. And then into the final corner, I do drop to 3rd gear. Again, corner exits. If you're going to the pits, you need to over slow the car to make yourself go into the pit lane. It's a very difficult pit lane. Let me know in the comments below if you've got any tips for Brands Hatch. This video is more specifically about the dangers and perils of Brands Hatch. If you want a detailed lap guide to help you go faster, there are loads of them out there. If you want a race strategy guide, check out Womble Leader Racing YouTube channel. He does a breakdown of every daily race C every week. It's basically what I watch before I go into a race C. It gives me a breakdown of what could happen in the races, what strategies are available to me, and how to survive those ones. If you have enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments below if you're going to enjoy this race C this week. It should be an interesting combination. The strategy is going to be pretty difficult.